Guys, this is Chuck from Chuck's Gaming here today with another deck profile. Alright, so today we are talking about ghostricks. So there's several kind of different versions of ghostricks. There's the mill that solely revolves around skeleton and other cards. But this one's kind of I'm going to overlay, search, and just not let my opponent play Yu-Gi-Oh! So without further ado, here we go. First up, we've got your 3 lanterns and 3 Jack Frosts, just to keep you alive. Lantern, whenever your opponent targets you for a direct attack or a ghost trick card, negate the attack, special summon face down. Jack Frost has to be a direct attack, period. You not only negate the attack and flip and summon Jack Frost face down defense, but you also flip your opponent's monster face down. So it's like a Book of Moon. Then you got Mary. So every time you take damage, you discard Mary, special summon a ghost trick card, ghost trick monster in face down defense. So you have a defense Spectre. When a monster you control is destroyed, you special summon him, and if you do, you draw a card. Skeleton, flip him face up. Your opponent banishes the top card of their deck face down up to the amount of ghost trick monsters you control. Jiangshi, when flipped face up, you can search for a ghost trick monster up to the level of ghost trick monsters you control. So if you only control a Jiangshi, you only get a level 1. If you control more, you get up to that level. Stein, when he does damage, you search for a ghost trick spell or trap. And Ghoul, target a ghost trick monster you control. It gets all the attack of every ghost trick, and it's the only one that can attack. So, yeah. Alright, so now we get into our spell and traps. So you got 1 day apiece, both players draw a card, neither player takes damage. Good day. 1 terraforming. Because you run 2 field spells in this build. You run both Parade and Mansion, so having a terraforming is really good. And without a field spell, this deck falls on its face. So, then you got Recurrent Nightmare. Select 2 dark monsters with 0 defense in your graveyard, return them to hand. So that's your lanterns, that's your specters, that's your Dullahans, and things like that. You got 2 MSTs, because MST. 3 Swords of Concealing to flip your opponent's monsters face down. 2 Parades, my bad. Your opponent takes no damage. Monsters can attack face down defense position monsters, but can attack directly if all their opponent's monsters control are face down defense position. And when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can add 1 ghost trick card from your deck to hand. That card makes the early game of this deck go so fast. Because your opponent just attacks and you're like, okay, I'm just going to search. And you search for days. Mansion's the ghost trick field spell that a lot of people run. Cannot attack face-down defense position monsters, but can attack directly if their opponent controls. All face-down defense position monsters, all effect damage and battle damage inflicted by monsters other than ghost trick monsters is cut in half. So, saves you a little bit, but not a whole lot. Then you got 2 needle ceilings, just to stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically. If there's 4 more monsters on the field, destroy all face-up monsters. Most of your stuff will probably be face down unless you're running your Xyz at the time. But other than that, you're good. Or you can just chain it with this card. Ghost Trick Vanished. Reveal 1 Ghost Trick monster in your hand. This turn, Ghost Trick cards you control and face-down defense position monsters you control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So that's nice. Ghost Trick Scare. Target any number of face-down defense position monsters you control. Change them to face-up defense position. Count the number of Ghost Trick monsters among them, and if you do, Change that many face-up monsters to your opponent's side of the field to face-down defense position. And then Ghostrick Knight, as long as you control a Ghostrick monster, your opponent can't flip summon. This deck is all about flipping your opponent's monsters face down and not letting them play Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, so extra deck, you've got your $3 hands, 3 alley cards, and 3 spoiled angels. So Dullahan, detach 1, cut a monster's attack in half. When he hits a grave, search a ghostrick card from your library, or not your library, your graveyard, and put it in hand. Alucard, detach 1, destroy set spell or trap. When he hits grave, add a ghostrick card from graveyard to hand. Spoiled Angel, you can use either of these for the XZ material. And then detach, she's got 2 effects and you can only activate 1 per turn. Either detach 1 and search for a ghostrick spell or trap to hand, or add a ghostrick card as a material, and if she has 10, you win. So that's great. And that, my friends, is Ghostricks. Really kind of short, really easy. They're not really super hard to play, as you'll see, but they're all about making your opponent not play Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're very reactive. So if your opponent's not doing much, you probably won't be doing much. So don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe. And we will see how this deck does in action.